Why does a grown adult switch into a completely different voice the second a dog walks in the room? Not the voice for a friend, or even the one for a baby cousin you barely know. That slow, high, a little silly voice coming out of people almost without permission. There's always been an explanation for this, and it's not exactly kind. People without kids, filling a gap. People who are lonely. People being a bit much about an animal. Turns out that explanation is probably backwards. And it's not really about dogs at all, not deep down. Because something is happening in the human brain that has nothing to do with loneliness or substitution. If you've ever caught yourself doing this with any small, helpless thing, even one that isn't a dog, this is about to explain why. It starts with the face. Back in the 1940s, the biologist Konrad Lorenz noticed something odd. A certain set of features like big eyes, a round head, a small nose sitting low, short little limbs seemed to trigger the exact same reaction in people, no matter what was wearing them. He gave it a name, Kindchen schema, baby schema, roughly. And here's the part most people never think about. That reaction was never really about babies specifically. It's about a shape. Your brain sees that shape and reacts before you've had a chance to think anything at all. Warmth shows up uninvited. So does the urge to lean in, to pick the thing up, to take care of it. It doesn't check who's wearing the shape. It just answers it. Somewhere across thousands of years of breeding, most of it not even intentional, dogs ended up with faces landing on almost every point of that list. Some part of your brain looks at a dog and genuinely can't tell it apart from a child. That's only the first thing dogs are doing to you without asking. The next one is even harder to notice because it comes out of your own mouth. The face pulls you in. It doesn't explain the voice though. Next time you see someone greet a dog, actually watch. The pitch climbs. The words slow down and shrink. Who's a good boy? Are you hungry? Almost exactly the rhythm you'd use with a toddler who just learned to walk. Researchers at the University of York recorded people talking to dogs, then compared it to recordings of parents talking to infants. Turned out to be nearly the same shape, higher pitch, stretched out vowels, words repeated back, close enough that on paper you'd struggle to tell them apart. And dogs, it turns out, listen harder when they hear it. So do babies. You didn't sit down and choose that voice, by the way. Almost nobody does. It just shows up on its own and is handed straight to the dog without asking. Which raises a strange question worth sitting with. If your voice is already treating a dog like your own child, what exactly is your brain doing behind the scenes while that's happening? A few research teams have run some version of the same test. Show mothers photos of their own kids. Then show them photos of their own dogs. Watch which parts of the brain light up. The overlap was bigger than anyone expected. Regions tied to reward, bonding, caregiving, active for both. Not identical, and a few areas did show real differences researchers are still mapping out. But enough of the picture repeated across enough studies that some scientists now describe a pet's presence as running through much of the same wiring as a child's. Then there's the oxytocin, the hormone most tied to the bond between a mother and a newborn. Studies have found that when a dog and its owner just hold eye contact, both of them show a measurable rise in it. Let that sit for a second. Same chemical loop. Two different species standing on either end of it. So when someone says their dog feels like their kid, that might not be exaggeration. Somewhere underneath it, a part of their brain actually agrees, which leaves one question hanging. Is the dog getting lucky here? Or is something about the way dogs behave built, on purpose, to pull this out of us? If you raise a human child, your entire job is to prepare them to leave. You teach them to walk so they can eventually walk away. You raise them into someone who, one day, won't need you the same way anymore. That's not a failure of parenting. That's the whole point of it. A dog never gets there. Wolves grow out of puppy behavior, the play bowing, the constant checking in, the need to be reassured. A wolf pup does it, and mostly stops by adulthood. Dogs don't. Scientists call this neoteny, juvenile traits sticking around well past childhood. Somewhere in the long stretch of domestication, dogs got stuck at a stage wolves eventually leave behind. Which means the relationship never really has to change. It doesn't grow up and away from you the way a human relationship does. A dog stays in something close to that early dependent stage for its entire life, always needing to be fed, always wanting to be near you. For a lot of people, that's not incidental. That's part of the appeal, whether they'd put it in these words or not. It's a bond that doesn't carry the risk every human relationship eventually carries, the risk of someone growing apart from you. And once you notice that pattern, it starts showing up in places that have nothing to do with dogs at all. Here's where this stops being just a dog thing. That caregiving wiring was never built for dogs. It's old, older than dogs, older than farming built to keep a helpless human infant alive long enough to grow up. It just answers to a shape and a set of behaviors, not a species. That explains more than you'd think. Why a stuffed animal with oversized eyes gets handled gently by adults who'd never admit to it. Why cartoon characters, mascots, even certain robots get designed with that same face on purpose. You don't need to own a dog for this wiring to run in you. You just need to have been human for long enough. Dogs just happen to check nearly every box at once, without anyone designing them to. The face, the voice they pull out of you before you've noticed. The lifelong habit of asking, in every way an animal can ask, to be looked after. We were wrong about why people treat their dogs like children. It was never really about substitution, about people without kids pouring that instinct somewhere else because it had nowhere else to go. Maybe the human capacity to love and protect something helpless was never actually limited to our own species to begin with. It was built to answer a face, a particular kind of need. And dogs, standing beside us for thousands of years, happen to learn how to speak exactly that language. So the next time you catch yourself using that voice, cutting the food up smaller than it needs to be, pacing by the phone, waiting on the vet to call back, that's not you being soft. That's some of the oldest wiring in you, doing exactly what it was built to do. It just never asked which species was on the other end.